Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today it is time to talk about Houston Rockets playoff basketball. Let's preview this game one for the Houston Rockets against the Golden State Warriors in Houston on TNT. 8:40 tip-off for this Houston Rockets team back in the playoffs for the first time since the 2019-20 season, and also back playing in the NBA playoffs in a I'm sorry I'm going to say this, but in a real stadium for the first time since the 2018-19 or real arena since the 2018-19 season. The Rockets have not played a playoff game at Toyota Center since the 2018-19 season, since their two series that they did play against the Thunder and the Lakers in the 2019-20 postseason were both during the bubble. So the Rockets, last time we saw them playing at Toyota Center during the playoffs was when the Rockets beat the Utah Jazz. I want to say it was 5 games in the first round. And then they faced the Golden State Warriors and lost to them in 6. And that's the last time the Houston Rockets played playoff basketball at Toyota Center. It was against this Golden State Warriors team. And so that is interesting. But and Stephen Curry had he had 0 points at halftime and scored like 30 points in the game. It was unbelievable. But I think this is a way better defensive team now than it was in the 2018-19 season or 2017-18 season. This team, those teams were built off of 3-point shooting. Sure, they had good defense, but that they were built on 3-point shooting. This team is built on defense, so I think it's a lot different. And this team has really done a good job neutralizing Stephen Curry this year and stopping him. Only averaged 19 points per game against this Rockets team this year, and last game we saw he only had 3, so that's something to think about as well. And I say this all the time. I'm more afraid of Jimmy Butler than I am Stephen Curry, and it's nothing against Steph. Steph is an amazing player, but it's easy to try to stop Steph Curry. Send the double teams, go crazy with the double teams, put him in Thompson on Stephen Curry, a guy who's had a great easy time guarding Stephen Curry so far. Steph has had a lot of struggles against Amen Thompson when Amen Thompson is guarding him. But there becomes the problem of, if you're double team Stephen Curry, that makes Jimmy Butler more dangerous. And Jimmy Butler's more dangerous anyway. Jimmy Butler's dangerous anyways. If you're going to double team Steph, that makes Jimmy even more dangerous. So honestly, I am more afraid of Jimmy Butler, and especially with the playoff history we've seen from him. What we saw in that one play-in game against the Grizzlies, what we've seen in years past, that is the guy I'm afraid of on this Warriors team. It's nothing against Steph. It's just really a compliment towards Jimmy Butler. But I think this is going to be an amazing series. I'm going to go over injuries. Rockets, Jaylen Tate, Jock Landale out. Both, could be back or available by game 2, but neither of them are gonna play, so it doesn't matter. Jock dealing with a knee injury, Jaylen Tate dealing with an ankle injury. For the Warriors, what do they got going on in the injury report? Not much, I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing for the Warriors on the injury report. So they've got a fully healthy team. There's no excuses for this Warriors team. Although there's no excuses for this Rockets team either, because yes, you can say Jaylen Tate, Jock Landale, they're injured, but they are two guys that, even if they were healthy, would not be playing for the Rockets in the playoffs. Jabari was on the injury report for a good part of the week, but he's good to go in this game tonight. That's great for this Rockets team. I'm glad that Jabari Smith Jr. is ready to go. Those are the type of guys you're going to need to step up. I hope Jaylen Green can go out there and perform well in this series, perform well tonight. And I'm not going to say he's not going to, but Jaylen Green has struggled against this Warriors team in his career. There's no other team than the Golden State Warriors that Jaylen Green has had struggles like in Jaylen Green's career. 13 points per game, less than 13 points per game this year for Jaylen against the Warriors. Years prior has had terrible games against this Warriors team. And so the last game where the Rockets did beat the Warriors by 10 points, we actually did see a way better game from Jaylen. He had over 20, and that was one of his best games of his career against this Warriors team. So that's maybe the right step into the direction for Jaylen, facing this Warriors team. But there is a strategy that Steve Kerr has against this youngster, this young 23-year-old that works I don't know why Jaylen struggles so much against this Warriors team, and it happens. And if it continues to happen, you're going to need a guy like Jabari Smith Jr. to play well off the bench. You're going to need guys like Şengün, Amin Thompson, Dylan Brooks. You're going to need those guys to play well. You're going to need those guys to play really well if Jaylen Green cannot, get it done for you. But I really hope that there would be no better time for Jaylen Green to end those career struggles he's had against this Warriors team than in the playoff stage against the Warriors. And let's just hope that can happen. Let me know your thoughts on the Rockets playing the Golden State Warriors. Game 1 predictions. I'm not going to make predictions for the series because I'm going to do that in a separate video, series preview and predictions video, which will be on, posted as the same time as this is. But I will say that I think that the Rockets win Game 1. That's my prediction. Let me know your thoughts on the Rockets Game 1 against the Warriors in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.